Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited to bring you a video that does not one, not two, but three makeup looks using the new Naked Ultraviolet palette by Urban Decay. This palette literally just popped through my door this morning and I've been so excited to create a look with this palette for YouTube, and I was like, what am I going to do? Couldn't decide, so I thought let's just do three. So the palette here is gorgeous. The packaging, of course, is like that kind of like crystally quartz kind of vibe, but purple. And then inside you've got a really nice variety of like really everyday neutral colours, as well as some really popping purple shades in this colour right here in the middle. Oh, you guys know I love a duochrome iridescent transformer, so this is right up my street. When I first seen that Urban Decay were coming out with a purple naked palette, my first thought was about time. Purple is my favourite colour. It is one of my favourite colours to wear on my eyes. I love purple for adding a little bit of pop to a look. Can't go wrong. It's a really nice colour. It suits so many eye colours, and it's definitely one that I like to do just a little bit of pop. So when I seen that this was coming out, I was so excited. I really like the fact there's some neutrals in the palette as well. I think that's really cool because you've got your everyday colours, and then there's kind of like different pops you can add to make your look a little bit purple, a medium level purple or a full level purple. So I'm going to try and do a couple of different looks today with different kind of levels of how popping it's going to be, and you guys can let me know in the comments what one you like the best. Before we go any further, if you guys have not hit subscribe, let's make sure today is the day that you hit the button, ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads from me. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and let me know what look in the comments is your favourite. And without further ado, let's beat this face. So the first look I'm going to do, I'm going to stick to kind of the neutral area of the palette, but I am going to add, of course, a pop of purple, just so you guys can see a really easy way to add a pop of colour to any look. So first of all, I'm going in with the original eyeshadow primer potion by Urban Decay. I want this look to be super soft and blown out, so I'm just going to start off by taking the shade Mind Slip, which is a really nice peachy nude. I really like there's a peach in this palette because I think peach is a really nice colour to like transition and blend out purple looks with. It's just something that's not quite in the pink family, and it's not also purple, so you're still getting that little bit of warmth to the look. Peach is a colour that I often really like for when I'm doing purple eye looks, just to use as a kind of diffusing colour. But I thought today we're going to try it on its own and do a really kind of soft peachy gold on top and then purple underneath. I thought would be kind of the vibe. So I'm just taking the shade Dazed on a flat brush, but what I'm going to do is apply it wet. I always just think when I want a shimmer to really pop, I'll always spray it with my all nighter setting spray, just to give the shadow a little bit extra pop. And we'll just run this one all over the lids. That is so nice. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it looks like a really kind of like glistening wet lid. Right, top of the eyes is looking really nice. I think I want to add a pop of purple to the lower lash line, of course, because it's the purple palette. So you guys know whenever I do colour on my lower lash line, I always like to use like a pencil or something as a base, just to really get the colour so it lasts and looks super vibrant all day long. So I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Psychedelic Sister, and I'm going to just run that in my lower lash line, making sure to grab all the space between every lash, no little fleshy bits, and then we're going to blend it out. I'm going to dip into the shade Euphoric, which is a really nice kind of duochrome purple with a kind of blue shift to it, and we're going to just take that and buff out the purple eyeliner. And again, using a cream base prevents a whole lot of fallout, so winner in my book. And then just to finish this look off, all we're going to do is take a little bit of the shade Trippin', which is a kind of highlight colour. I always like to take a highlight colour on my finger, just really press it right into the inner corner, and then you'll get a really super cute popping highlight. So I'm going to just finish this other eye, pop on some Perversion mascara, and maybe a lash. I'll show you the finished look. Okay, look number one is done. I really like this look. Classic warm smoke on top with a pop of purple. I really like this colour Euphoric. I think for this kind of colour you probably wouldn't like go to right away, but it's got a really nice duochrome between like blue and purple, and I just think it looks really nice on the lower lashes. So that is look number one, and now we're going to go back to a fresh faced Allan for look number two. Okay, time for look number 2. I kind of played with it in one eye so I could do it first of all and kind of see what I was doing. I've kept the pencil on my lower lash line because I was going to go and do it again anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to prime my eyes using the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer. This is in the shade 30NN. I'm probably still going to take an eye primer over the top of this anyway. It's just that I want the base to be super opaque so that the purples that I use really pop and really stand out. I think if you want your shadow to really pop, especially when you're doing brighter colours, like a more blank base, like a concealer that's maybe a little bit lighter than your natural skin colour, is the perfect base because it's going to give you that really nice kind of opaque blank canvas. But then I think over top I am just going to take a little bit of that original eye primer anyway, just so that it's still got that grip and that stick. For this look we've got a little bit more glam and a little bit more dramatic. It's more of a spotlight look, which you guys know is kind of my favourite style look to do because I've got more kind of hooded eyes, so it really makes them pop. So for this one we're going to start off by giving us a really nice kind of blown out base just to set the eye primer in place. So we're going to take the shade Optimize, which is this really nice kind of pale lilac, and I'm going to just kind of start by stamping that down. And as much as you're going to want the colour to connect, focus the majority of it on the inner and outer corner. This bit here is going to be more of your kind of traditional, like a halo eye that isn't closed. So you don't really need to worry about getting the blend kind of all the way around. But when you get to the outer corner, what you want to do is kind of pull it out so that it would meet up with the lower lash line. So you're not going to get a lot of colour impact because this is a pastel, but by following the lower lash line you can kind of sketch out your rough shape so when you go to put on darker colours it's got a shape to blend into and it gives you that kind of visual guide of where to put the colour. So we're starting off with the colour Purple Dust. A lot of you guys, when I posted on Instagram, were requesting to see this colour in action, so had to get it out there for you guys. So we're going to just stamp that colour down, and you'll notice when I'm doing this I'm pressing and sliding, I'm not patting, because if you press it and slide it you're going to get a much more even, opaque and shimmery laid out of colour with no fallout. So keep it focused on the outer and inner third of your eyelid and keep, like I said, the centre point blank because you're going to do a nice kind of open spotlight eye through the centre. This colour is so nice. It's like a really dark purple colour with a lot of kind of blue, purple, pink shimmers through it. It's really nice. I think this would be really nice just all over, smoked out for a really nice smoky eye. But I want to do a spotlight today. And then I'm going to take on a little bit less of a flat brush. This is an Urban Decay Moon Dust brush. And what we're going to do with that is again push, don't pat, but press and slide into that more exaggerated shape that we made with the lilac colour, because you're going to want to take the darker colour a little bit higher than your natural crease, just so when you're doing this kind of spotlight eye everything really pops. You might get a little bit of fallout if you're patting just because shimmers will give you fallout, but if your base is kind of still tacky it will grip. So what you could do is use like a pencil as a base or go back in with a little bit more eye primer if you wanted to, but I'm just going to power through. And again, you're wanting to kind of follow that more exaggerated shape that you created with the pastel purple and really using the darker colour to follow that along. And then just make sure that it's going to kind of really, it's kind of grungy, so it doesn't need to be perfect, but I would always take my little kind of crease brush afterwards and just make sure the edges are blended. You might lose some of the intensity of colour that you've laid down with that darker colour, but don't worry, you can build it up again. This just helps get you that really nice kind of even seamless blend, and then if you lose the kind of depth and the sparkle, you can go back in and add more. And we're just taking a little bit more of that optimised shade onto our lower lashes. It's not going to be like a super, again, over the top colour, it's just because I'm going to make it a little bit darker and smokier, so I want it to be that base blend colour down there for the darker colours to transition it into. See, it just kind of softens everything, so when I go to add a little bit of darkness to that waterline, it's got something to blend into. And then I'm just taking a little bit more of that Purple Dust shade and pressing and sliding, no patting, over the top, just to give it a little bit of that purple. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit more of the eye primer and just dab it through the centre points. So basically everywhere that you haven't put purple, I just put a little bit more primer on because the next colour I want to really pop. So I'm going to take the shade Lucid, the star of the show. I've been dying to try this colour because I love a duochrome shimmer. And we're going to just take that all through the centre of our eye. So I'm just patting it on. Oh, that is so nice. This is like the kind of colour that's right up my street. And just really focus on the lid first of all, and then take it further up, but with much lighter pressure. And then I'm going to just take a little bit more of purple dust just to transition between, just so there's a smooth blend. Oh, I like that. And then on your pinky, I'm going to put it in the inner corner. Which, you know guys, it's terrible to do on camera. And then let's just take a little bit on the lower lash line as well, just to keep the spotlight going, because you know I like that look. This is like the kind of look that I love to do, and these colours are really, really popping. I really like the tones. It has kind of got a more purpley blue, but I really like that. I was going to just leave it on this, but let's add some glitter. So I'm going to take the heavy metal glitter from Urban Decay in the shade Pyro, and we're going to just take that right up over the spotlight area, just because it's going to give you a really nice extra bit of sparkle and really make the eyes pop. This glitter Pyro is kind of like that iridescent transformer shade in glitter, so it's got all different colours and a kind of clear glitter, so it really just picks up and like amplifies whatever colour it's on top of, so I really like that. So I'm going to just now let my glitter dry, pop on some more of my favourite mascara, Perversion, and then show you the finished look. There we have it guys, look number 2 is done. I am pretty obsessed with this. Super cool, super Allan, quite grungy spotlight eye, glitter, what is not to love? Oh, I don't want to take this off, however, look number 3 is pending, so I am going to take some pictures of this look and then we're going to go full out purple Instagram moment. Okay, ready for round 3. I really want to do a super glam look for this one, so I'm not going to talk because I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm just going to start with the makeup, right? So I'm going in with the Eden Primer from Urban Decay because I love this one when I want my look to really pop, because this has almost got that touch of concealer to it. It just makes everything look super vibrant, so we're really here for that today. So I'm just starting out pretty much setting everything above the crease with the shade Mind Slip, that really nice peach. I'm doing that because I want all the colours I put on top to really pop, but I want to have that really nice warm transition so that everything just looks super like blended and super flawless and super seamless. And then I'm actually going to just take that right out into my temples, because you know I like to do that anyway. And we're going to just really make sure that everything looks super blended. So once you've done this, we're just making sure that the peach is really vibrant and really prominent. This look I did here is obviously very glam and very typical Allan. It does require a lot of blending, so it's not for the faint-hearted. So as you can see, I've got a really nice kind of winged out shadow shape. So to do that, I'm going to actually take pencil again, just to kind of map out the shape that I'm going to create. So I'm going back in with my purple Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in the shade Psychedelic Sister. Perfect purple shade for working with this palette. We're going to focus the pencil on the kind of outer half of the eye, outer third even, and then we're going to take it on top, and we're going to just use that to just really define the outer corner of the eye. I often like to do this when I'm doing quite a dramatic shape. It just helps map out the eye a lot more easy, which is great if you've got hooded eyes like me, or if you're trying to film it on camera. And see how doing that, you've just got that shape where you want it, with a really easy kind of way to apply with a nice cream pencil base, and then you can go in and blend out a lot easier, and you're not going to lose control of the shape super quick. With me, I can lose control of the shape super quickly just because my eyes are so hooded and I'm a bit heavy handed, and we don't want that. So I'm going to take the shade Cyberpunk, and I'm going to just start off first of all by setting that whole base with the shade Cyberpunk first. So you're really just wanting to get that looking nice and purple. I know you're going to not see a lot of it in the finished look, but it just helps overall blend. So for me, when I'm doing my shadow, I'll often take it to its natural height in the inner third, but as we get further out, I will always take my crease colour slightly higher than the natural crease. It's just going to help my eye look a lot more lifted. Then we're just going to swap over to a more fluffy brush, and just keep blending that purple out into the peach. I'm then going to take my Urban Decay single eyeshadow in Blackout, which I've actually depotted into a palette, hence why it's not in its packaging. And we're using that black just to give it a little bit more depth to the look, because I want it to be this super glam moment. And I think sometimes you just need a little bit of black just to bring it all together. Sure, you know what I mean. And then you can do my usual thing of going back up again with your shades from dark to light so that your blend looks super seamless, because that's what we're wanting here. You'll see, even though in the pan the Cyberpunk colour looks like it's quite shimmery, you can blend out into a really nice matte. It's really blending out really nicely into the other colours I've used. So happy with that. The problem with doing one eye off camera to practice is sometimes when it comes to doing, you're filming it, you're like, what did I do next? I can't remember. It's looking pretty much the same. So once your creases get as smoked out as you want it to be, we're then going to go in and kind of do like a kind of baby cut crease, but not quite, because it's not carved or anything. I'm going to take a little bit of the Urban Decay eye primer in the shade Freebase, and I'm actually going to just focus it on the inner corner of my eye. And almost just use it to carve itself out. Just really, like, no urgency for precision here, because it's going to be quite blended and soft anyway. Just enough to really bring the inner third of the lid back to life, like that. You see, it just kind of makes everything look a little bit more bright and a little bit more. I was going to go in with the Lucid shade and just do that all over the lid, but I wanted to kind of try even and use as many colours in the palette as possible, so I'm going to go in with this really cool like pink and blue duochrome shade called Warning, and I'm going to just my finger take that all over where we placed the eye primer. You see how that colour just adds a little bit of dimension to the look. It's not a proper vibrant neon pink, it's got a kind of blue shift to it. It's really cool and really different. No, just the feather between the purple and the pink, I'm going to take a little bit more of that shade Euphoric. I'm just going to feather that in between just to even things out. And you'll see this is really starting to come together as a really kind of like, not quite grungy smoke, but quite I don't know how to describe this. It's kind of like an Instaglam, but not super Instaglammy. I quite like it so far anyway. Then I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eye pencil in the shade Deep End, just pop it in the inner corner, and then take that highlighter shade Lucid and go over top. Oh, this colour. Next level, really like it. What we're going to do to keep it super glam is I'm going to be putting on some of the Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter in the shade Distortion. So yeah, just like this glitter, because it's got that kind of transformer reflector quality, the same way that the shade Lucid does in the palette. So while this dries, I'm going to just sit, I'm going to let this dry, I'm going to pop on a little bit more of my Perversion mascara, a little bit of a lash, and I'll meet you back here for the finished look. I have decided that this look requires some gloss, so I'm going to put on the Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine Gloss in Candy Flip just to match, because it's got a purpley blue reflect to it, just like my eyes. I think this may be my favourite look so far. It's very me, it's very blown out, kind of Instaglam but not too carved, not too, just kind of soft but still glam. I really like this look. I love that peach colour in the crease as a transition to purple. I think this is going to be a winner for me, and of course we know I'm obsessed with this Lucid shade. So obviously you have seen me use pretty much every shade in this palette now. My palette, which is brand new at the start of filming, is now beat up, but I really liked doing these looks today. I don't know what my favourite look using the Ultraviolet palette was, so you guys should let me know in the comments what yours was. I'd love to know. Also let me know if you want me to see do any more looks with this palette, because I actually quite liked it. And you know what, I'll use any excuse to use that Transformer shade on any look possible. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, then please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future uploads from me, and make sure to ring the bell so you get notifications every time I upload a new video. You've made it this far through 3 looks, you might as well hit subscribe. Let me know if you guys are going to be picking up the Naked Ultraviolet palette. I think it is such a good palette. I think that the choice of colours is really, really nice. I love purples, I love the neutrals. I think it's really, really, really well thought out, and I was really impressed with how the shadows performed as well. So it definitely gets a big thumbs up from me. If you guys want to give my video a big thumbs up, that would also be great. And yeah, if you haven't already, then make sure you follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite look was. I'd love to know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye!